Hello lads and ladies, and welcome to this and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today we are finally doing my final top 6 and bottom 4 predictions. Now most teams have 10 games, some have 12 or 13 games, and we're coming towards the end of the season where everyone's hyped about that finish. Can your team go on a good run to get you into a playoff space? Can your team go on a good run to get you into those top 2 or get you out of the bottom 4? I'm going to predict them in this video. If you're new to the channel, please remember to like and subscribe. It will be massively appreciated. We're trying to get to 6,500 subscribers by the end of this season. Let's get on with the video. Now, we're going to start off with my bottom 4. Now, in bottom, I've gone for Rochdale. Now, for me, this is a season too many, and they have picked up 4 good points from Lincoln and Peterborough yesterday, but I just feel this one is probably a little bit too much for them now. I don't think they'll be able to stay up. They lost a lot of their good players in the summer. Reece Nottingham Davis, they lost Callum Camp, they lost Ian Henderson, Luke Matheson. And yeah, they've looked voided of goals. Stephen Humphries is a good player, but for me, I think they concede too many goals. They stopped scoring. They scored 3 against Peterborough on Saturday, but for me, they're not going to have enough to stay up in this league. And Rochdale are going down this year. Second from bottom, I have gone for Northampton. Now, they have improved since Brady has coming out for Keith Curl, but for me, I don't think that squad's quite good enough. They've had a few good results against Portsmouth being it, and they're still losing games, they're still conceding, but they're picking the odd point up. This is the thing. Yesterday's game against Crewe was massive for them, and they ended up losing by 1-0. So I just don't think they'll have enough. I don't think they're good enough. They've got some good players in Kean Bolger being one of them, but they don't score enough goals. They look devoided in front of goal most of the time. And for me, they're not going to have enough to stay up. I think there's a couple of teams that are better than them that'll stay up in this league. Third from bottom, I'm going to go for AFC Wimbledon. Now, the team that always pull off the great escape. And they did it a few years ago when they went, I think, they were 11 points adrift of the bottom 4. And, you know, they managed to stay up on the last day. They actually had Aaron Ramsdale on loan that season, who's now at Sheffield United. So, they've got an okay squad, but I think they're ready for relegation now. They've avoided it so many times, a bit like Rochdale. I think it's their time to go. I think others have strengthened. This pandemic has hit them harder than ever because, you know, they're a club that rely on the fan base coming in to be able to spend money. And obviously the wage cap being taken away now, they would have been in favour for that. But again, it's another thing that goes against them. And unfortunately, for AFC Wimbledon, they're a terrific club. They're going down this season, in my opinion. So left, there's probably 3 teams between. We've got Swindon, we've got Bristol Rovers, and we've got Wigan. The team that I'm saying are going to go down are Swindon. I am backing Joey Barton's Blues and Liam Richardson's Wigan Athletic to stay up in League One this season. Wigan, you know, have enough to say up. They've got a lot of character, and what a job he's done there. Burton are well out of it. Joey Barton should just keep them up. John Sheridan is doing, you know, not the greatest of jobs at Swindon. He did a fantastic job over us yesterday. I thought they were terrific. They've got some good players. Jack Payne, Scott Twine, Brett Pittman. The defence was very good. I thought Lee Camp settled them down. But for me, I just don't think they'll have enough going forward. And I do think this will cost John Sheridan his job. They lost a lot of their key players in the summer. Ian Doyle, Jerry Yates, Keshi Anderson. So when you lose your 3 top goal scorers, you're going to be in trouble. And that's what happened to Swindon. And for me, that'll cost them. But Bristol Rovers will stay up. Wigan will stay up. And Burton will most definitely stay up. But at least Fleetwood will stay up. My top 6. In 6th, I've gone for Pompey. They've got rid of Jarkett. They brought in Danny Cowley. What an appointment. That is like going from a veggie pie on an away day to a chicken bolty pie on an away day. Jacket, boring, bland. There's a few that maybe like it, but then you've gone for a chicken bolty pie that everyone loves and everyone wants to buy into, and that is the Danny Cowley's philosophy at Portsmouth. They've already started off 1 game, 1 win. They've got a good squad. Ronan Curtis, Marcus Harness, John Marquis, Tom Naylor, Ben Close, good players. And, they're going to attack now. They've got a beautiful pitch. So I can see Portsmouth finishing in the top 6 and going on a good run. In 5th, Blackpool. Now, in fairness, Blackpool have been unbelievable of late, picking up so many points. They've won 4 away games on a bounce. They've got a terrific character. They've got 7 out injured, including Gary Medine, who's, a key player for them. They've only got like 3, actual strikers at the club, not involving the youth team players. They keep scoring. They've got one of the best defences in the league. They've only conceded 8 goals this year. They've only conceded 5 in the last 12. They've got a solid foundation to build off. And Blackpool, they've got games in hand. Can that maybe catch up with them? I certainly hope so. But unfortunately, Blackpool will get into the playoffs. And, I can't say anything more than they deserve it. And, they've been a terrific side this year. They've brought Kenny Dougal into the football club, who's been very, very good. They've got Jerry Yates scoring. He runs himself ragged. And they've got one of the best goalkeepers in the league in Chris Maxwell. On to 4th. 4th, I am going for Lincoln City now. They are going to hobble in. They did lose George Grant, which was a huge blow, but they've got Morton back now up front. They did get a good point against Sunderland yesterday to stop the rot, as you will. I just think they need a couple of more wins. I think pretty much they only need maybe 4 or 5 wins to get into the playoffs, but they're going to limp in. They won't win the playoffs, in my opinion, because no sides ever go into the playoffs on bad form and win it. You need to, get in on a good run like Portsmouth and Blackpool are doing right now. So, Lincoln are going to hobble in. They've had a good season. They've still done very well. Michael Appleton's still a very, very good manager. And when you lose one of your best players who's contributed over 33% of your goals, you're going to struggle. And in my opinion, Lincoln will get 4th place. In 3rd, I've gone for Hull City now. They've been unbelievable of late. They're going on a good unbeaten run. I think they're unbeaten in maybe 5 or 6 games now. They're winning games. Malik Wilkes is scoring. They've got George Honeyman creating goals. So it's good to see for the Tigers, who looked a little bit dodgy at the start of the year. Look like, you could get a result against them. But they're in my top 6. They're going to get the playoffs. And it will be Hull City against Portsmouth and then Lincoln against Blackpool in the League One playoffs. Who's going to win that out of them? Let me know in the chat down below. My top 2. In 2nd, Peterborough United. They've got an unbelievable squad. But Peterborough always somehow mess it up. But for me, they are going to go up this year. They've got goals in the side. They've got a decent defence, even though they conceded 3 to Rochdale yesterday. They've got a good foundation. They've just been on a good run. I know they've lost a couple of games of late, but they picked up from that quite well. I just think that squad for League One, Clark Harris, 20 odd goals this year. They've got Mohamed Elsa, Dembele, Jack Taylor, Sami Smoduk. It should be illegal. What a squad they've got, and they're going to finish 2nd this year. And my League One winners, Sunderland AFC. Charlie White, Aidan McGeady, the Son and Harry Kane of League One, but they're actually going to win a trophy, and it pains me to say that. But Sunderland, unbelievable. Aidan McGee, since coming back in, 11 assists, 2 goals. Charlie White's got 22, 23 goals this season. He's been unbelievable. What a turnaround for that man. And, he likes every sort of goal. The rough and tumble, the headers, the short range, the long range. And, he's been unbelievable of late. They've got a good midfield. They've got players that are versatile as well. Lee Johnson, what a job he's done. 41 points from 20 games since arriving at the football club. 2.05 points a game. That would guarantee them 94 points a season. That would finish them about 16, 17 points above where Phil Parkinson had him. So what a turnaround he's had since November. And they're going to win the league. That is my top 6 and bottom 4 prediction. Do you agree? Let me know yours down below in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, please remember to smash that subscribe button and that like button. Also press the notification bell if you want to see when I upload. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Up the Cods.